Welcome back. Well, the Department of Justice is closely monitoring the NYPD chokehold situation after the death of Eric Garner, saying, quote, "We feel that there is more than enough federal jurisdiction here and that the civil rights of Eric Garner were violated that led to his death." But while Eric Holder focuses on this case, why is his Justice Department ignoring the IRS or the U.S. Marine held in Mexico? Or is it just politics? Joining us now to weigh in on this is Deneen Borelli. Deneen, nice to see you this morning.
Good morning, Clayton.
So the Eric Garner case, they say there's enough federal justification for this. Is this a federal issue? We know that the NYPD is doing their own investigation. We know that this guy's badge and gun have been taken away while they go through their investigation process. Why does the federal government have to get involved?
Well, clearly this is a tragic situation that happened, and my thoughts and prayers are with the Gardner family. But this is a local issue, Clayton. This is not a federal government issue, and Eric Holder has inserted himself in this. I really see this as color-coded justice. He's made an opinion about this. He, as far as I'm concerned, ignored what the new Black Panther Party members did in 2008 during the presidential election. And he's also challenging voter ID laws in certain states like North Carolina and Texas, claiming that black voters' rights would be infringed, when in fact that is not the case.
So does the Eric Holder Justice Department see a political move here by coming to the defense of Eric Garner, and it's purely politics?
It's, I think it's a bureaucracy that's really gone wild, starting with Eric Holder, even the IRS intimidating Tea Party individuals who are trying to file for status. You mentioned our jailed Marine, and I pray to God that he does return home. There should be more involvement in that issue as well. But there's also the EPA that is running wild. There are documents and data that is missing. They can't find. They can't find the employee that they're trying to investigate because he's supposedly off on a cruise with his family for a year. So we have this bureaucracy that is going wild, government going wild. No one's being held accountable, and Eric Holder is not doing his job.
The IRS, I'm glad you brought up the IRS, because you would think that that would be a federal matter for the Department of Justice. But I want to play some sound from the Deputy Attorney General. He says there's no need for a special prosecutor here. It's really not a federal issue. Take a listen.
It is very, very rare in the history of the Justice Department to use a special prosecutor. We've analyzed this one. We've looked at the applicable regulations, and this does not meet any standard that would come to the point of warranting a special counsel.
So a guy that's selling tax-free cigarettes gets investigated or is being looked at closely. The IRS scandal, targeting of Tea Party groups, missing emails, missing hard drives, that doesn't rise to their level.
Right. And again, with the EPA, you even have Mark Levin with his Legal Foundation organization trying to get to the bottom of the missing documents with the EPA. We have bureaucrats that are unaccountable. Eric Holder is not doing his job, and we the people are the one that suffer the consequences because we don't get any answers.
Have you ever seen a more political Department of Justice?
It's off the rails, and it's from Obama on down. He's basically has set the tone. So this whole administration is basically, it's government going wild.
Deneen Borelli, great to see you as always.
Good to see you.